So, a major challenge that most of us sadhakas or yoga practitioners face is losing out on the intensity of practice or the regularity of practice. Hmm. Such is the life situation that we face nowadays, that we just get sucked into it and forget the purpose of what we're doing and why we're doing, and also how we are doing it. So, through these last few years, that I have also been practicing yoga. I have seen this happen many a times. So this video is kind of a consolidation of a few points that I feel are very critical to ensure that we maintain the intensity of our practice. So the first thing that we can look to do is be in satsang. Satsang not only means being physically present in the satsang that happens, like for example in Isha on the first Sunday of every month, going there physically or doing the satsang online, but also it means internally to be in touch with that aspect of truth that the master or the guru is pointing at. So if we just do once a month satsang, that does play a very big role. But more than that, because we have this wonderful tool and technology of mobile phone, we can make use of that. There are so many wonderful videos, and just each video that we are seeing, if we see it consciously, be it related to any topic, generally it is directed directly to that aspect of truth. So just maintaining a conducive atmosphere and being totally absorbed with the video would create a certain urgency within us, because if we see, the whole purpose of doing spiritual practices is because we know that whatever we have gathered in terms of our body, our mind, our relationships, our family, it can just go away any moment. Mortality seeps in very deeply. So once that starts seeping in through the master's words and his energy, uh, there is no other way than to be intense and regular, because you don't know, this may be your last moment, this may be my last video. Satsang is very critical to maintain regularity and intensity. Once we get into that zone mentally, then of course our sadhana. Uh, Today, when I do my sadhana, it is like I'm sitting on my deathbed and I'm going to finish after this. So I offer all that I have towards my sadhana. This intention automatically cleans up a lot of energy blockages, and one starts feeling the bliss. And once the experience hits, one wouldn't stop, because it keeps growing bigger and bigger. So sadhana is a very big key. The third aspect of mm, this issue would be seva or volunteering. Uh, Personally, for me, the most intense spiritual experiences have been when I have been volunteering. There is something about being in a space with other devotees and volunteers which makes the whole energy situation very powerful and conducive to enter meditation. And meditation is not only when we are sitting with our eyes closed, even when we are active and doing activity, offering ourselves completely. You see, we may be offering ourselves even in the house, taking care of our child, doing our work, uh, so many other things that we are doing. But always the sense of me and me doing this remains. But in seva, uh, it is almost like tool is created through volunteering which just totally eliminates the sense of I. And once the sense of I goes away, uh, it's the most beautiful freedom, is the most beautiful, blissful experience. So, volunteering or seva is a very critical aspect for making yogic practices into a regular process, into an intense process. And also, the last thing one has noticed is to be in a proper sangha. Sangha means the company that we hold. It's very very important because whatever words we are hearing, whatever uh, facial expressions we are seeing, whatever pictures we are seeing, it all gets embedded and goes in very deep into us. So if we are with people who are taking life very casually, uh, then we also start feeling and thinking the same way. But if we are with people who are actually also on the sadhana pada or the mark, on the path of sadhana, who are doing yogic practices and who understand and who are seeing life in that sense, being with them, talking to them, it creates a different impact altogether. So one has to be very conscious to play this game of life. We have to deal with so many people, so many life situations, but we must always within ourselves be aware what is our ultimate purpose or goal of doing yoga. And there is only one purpose: to attain absolute freedom. Uh, you call it moksha, mukti, or whatever. But to be free, you have to understand that you have to stick to the tools that the master has offered. Because you see, when we did the program, suddenly we felt so light and so beautiful. Why is it that again we are getting back to our own mold? Somewhere we are actually forgetting what has been offered. So these are a few key aspects which will keep us on the track, so that we never forget that this may be our last breath. All the very best. We hope that you keep up with your sadhana, and please post any comments that you would like to hear, any videos, any topics that you want me to share about. Namaskaram.